topics, man. We live. About to give y'all our top 10 greatest quarterbacks to play at Traz Powell Stadium. Give me a second. We're gonna get in Traz Powell Stadium and the reason why Traz Powell Stadium is so important. Because I know I have a national audience. Everybody isn't from Miami, Florida. Everybody isn't from South Florida. So we're going to explain to you why Traz Powell Stadium is a big deal. There you go, man. Hit that like button. While we're here. We're going to explain to you why Traz Powell Stadium is a big deal to us. Why it's important to us. In South Florida, we don't have like in Dade County, put it that way. In Dade County, the schools don't have their own football stadiums in Dade County. Believe it or not. What's going on? The schools don't have their own football stadiums in Dade County. So a lot of the schools, some of the big public schools share a few stadiums. One is Traz Powell Stadium. Traz Powell is a older guy, played football in Miami, football star in Miami. But one of the stadiums is Traz Powell Stadium. Traz Powell Stadium is shared by numerous schools: Miami Northwestern, Central, Miami Carol City. The list goes on and on and on. Then we have a couple more stadiums. We have Mylanda Stadium. But in Dade County, we have a few stadiums, and the stadiums are shared. But Traz Powell Stadium, they call the Mecca. The Mecca of football, because there's been so many big games there. Everybody's came through there. Anybody you could think of. But we're not gonna name names because we're gonna do running backs. We're gonna do wide receivers. We're gonna do defensive ends. We're gonna do them all. But tonight we're just doing top 10 quarterbacks. So that's a little history on Traz Powell Stadium and why. So why is it significant to the national audience, to people who are not in South Florida? Because a lot of these names are in the NFL. A lot of these names you've heard. Some of them played this weekend. Well, I know one of them played this weekend. So let's get into it, man. Here's our top 10 greatest quarterbacks that played at Traz Powell Stadium. Before we get into it, the criteria. This is how we did it. We did the criteria of what we did. We did the top 10 greatest quarterbacks saying if you played at Traz Powell Stadium and who had the best career. That's what we did. And then when it got from the ones who played in the NFL, then who had the best college career. And that's how we did it. This is our list. Make your own list. This is what we think, okay? To watch it, hit the like button, man, and hit share for us. But this is our list. You can make your own list, all right? It's up to you. I don't know. So I wanted to see Lamar in a Super Bowl too, bro. I did. I really did. So listen. Teddy Bridgewater is one of them. So listen. Top 10 greatest quarterbacks to ever play. If you don't know our criteria, scroll back a little bit. I just explained to you the criteria, how we did it. We did the greatest quarterbacks. We did the quarterbacks that played at Traz Powell Stadium that went on to have the best career. Then if they didn't go to the NFL, who had the best college career, and that's how we did it. We went back maybe 20 years. So don't be bringing up people who play with no face masks, leather helmets. We're not talking about them, all right? We ain't talking about your uncle, granddaddy. We're not talking about them. If you're watching, hit the like button for us. Number 10. Daniel Richardson. Daniel Richardson seemed like he played 8 years of high school football. Right now he's at Toledo, I think. He's waiting to play. He was as a freshman. I'm not sure if he got on the field this year, redshirted or not. But Daniel Richardson is our number 10 quarterback. Daniel Richardson played for Miami Carol City also. Played Miami Carol City. Actually, I think he broke the passing record as a senior at Miami Carol City. I think it was held by Cato. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. It's close. It's something like that. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Whatever. Number 9, we got Ja'Cory Harris. Ja'Cory Harris, a think was basically undefeated throughout high school career. We played on 2 years of two of the best high school football teams that we ever seen come through Dade County. Miami Northwestern Bulls with all the kids that went to the University of Miami. Corey Harris went on to the University of Miami. Had a stellar career, then went on to play arena football. But he's number 9. Trying not to lose my count now. So Corey Harris, number 9. You see that beautiful scenery back there, man? Awesome scenery. Okay, so we got number 8. Cato. Cato played at Miami Central. And then I think Cato went on to play at Marshall. Broke records at Central. Broke records at Marshall. What are we on? What number we on? 8? We on 8 now, right? John, what's going on, baby? What's going on? We on 8 now, right? We on 8, right? Yeah, so Cato Nelson played at Miami Central, broke records at Central, then went to break records at Marshall. Little skinny quarterback with a huge arm. Cato had. So number 7, we got Ethnic J-Boy Sands. Ethnic J-Boy Sands. We on 7, man. We on 7, right? We on 7. We did 10, Daniel Richardson. 9, Ja'Cory Harris. 8, Cato. Number 7, Ethnic J-Boy Sands. Ethnic J-Boy Sands, I think he won 3 state titles. He went on to play at the University of Miami, but they ended up switching him to wide receiver. But what's significant about Ethnic J-Boy Sands is when we asked this question, when we posed this question, we was asking everybody, who's the greatest quarterback ever to play at Traz Powell Stadium? A lot of them was hands down saying that Ethnic J-Boy Sands was the greatest quarterback ever to play at Traz Powell Stadium because of the performances that he put on. Right. He won 2 state championships with Miami Carol City. In that wing tee, whatever it was they ran, triple backfield. I just know he was hiding the ball, and the commentator didn't know where the ball was most of the time. So that's Ethnic J-Boy Sands. What number that is? What number Ethnic J-Boy Sands was? 8. 8. So let's start over. We got 10, Daniel Richardson. Number 9, we had Corey Harris. Number 8, Cato. Number 7, Ethnic J-Boy Sands. And number 6, Mr. Quentin Flowers. Quentin Flowers, Miami Jackson quarterback, went on to play at South Florida and lit South Florida on fire. Quentin was undersized and his heart was oversized. He was a creator. He was a straight up baller. He could run it. He could throw it. Okay, quick Quentin Flowers. Quick Quentin Flowers story. I remember sitting on the sideline with Ole Miss recruiter and Ole Miss SEC, and we looking, and I'm like, hey, Quentin Flowers was playing in a playoff game or something. I was like, hey, y'all, did y'all offer Quentin Flowers? And he looked at me and he said, I asked him, did they offer Quentin Flowers? Because, okay, so here was the question. The question was Quentin Flowers a wide receiver or quarterback? Some colleges would recruit him at another position. He wanted to play quarterback. So I asked the Ole Miss recruiter, I was like, did y'all offer Quentin Flowers? He looked at me straight in the eye and he was like, you trying to win, ain't we? I'm like, hell yeah, we offer Quentin Flowers. But I'm not sure at which position. So South Florida gave him a chance to play quarterback, man. He lit college football on fire. That was Mr. Quentin Flowers. Remember that? That's number 6, right? So number 5, we got Highland Miami Lakes, Mr. Rohan Davey. Rohan Davey went on, came from Highland Miami Lakes, basically put them on the map. He played with a couple of other D1 kids that got a look. Then he went on to play at LSU. I think he won a national championship at LSU under Nick Saban. If I'm remembering this correctly, or maybe I'm getting it confused. Maybe it was Jamarcus Russell. But Rohan Davey was close. Then he went on to the NFL to play with the New England Patriots. He He was back up at the New England Patriots for a while. Then he eventually left out of the league. But Rohan Davey came through Dade County Traz Powell Stadium. Big kid, played basketball, had a big arm. So that's number 5, Rohan Davey. Number 4 is Mr. Jacoby Brissett. Now Jacoby Brissett is interesting because Jacoby Brissett isn't from Dade County. Like Jacoby Brissett played for Dwyer out of West Palm. Jacoby Brissett came down to Dade County and I think played against Miami Central, and it was just him, and he had a tight end, white kid. Ended up going to Florida State. I can never remember his name, but he set Central on fire, set him on fire. Fire. I'm gonna think his name before the video over with. But yeah, Jacoby Brissett didn't play in South Florida. Jacoby Brissett was from West Palm Beach. He came down one time, played in Traz Powell Stadium. Go to Footballville, you can Google it. Dwyer versus Miami Central, and him. And somebody let me comment section below. What's the tight end name? I think he played for the Dolphins now. Nick O'Leary. There it is. Nick O'Leary came out there with no wristbands on, no sleeves on his arms, no gloves. Him and Jacoby Brissett did Miami Central in by themselves. So that's number 4, Jacoby. Number 4, Jacoby Brissett. Number 3, Miramar's own Geno Smith. Geno Smith is still in the league. I think he's playing for Geno Smith. I think he plays. It'll come to me. I think he's played for Seattle. I think he's the backup of Seattle. I think. But Geno Smith is still in. Geno Smith played for Miramar High. He was another one. He played at Traz Powell Stadium maybe twice. He ended up going to West Virginia, setting it on fire. But Geno Smith is from Dade County. He's from the hood. Like he's from down the street from me. Like we grew up with his parents and stuff. Like so, Geno Smith is from Dade County. He just played at Miramar, and he played at Traz Powell maybe twice. I think against Carol City, and I think once against Central. Gino Toretta, where Gino Toretta's from Cali somewhere, ain't he? I'm not sure where Gino Toretta from. But yeah, number 3, Geno Smith. Geno Smith, I say, is currently on the NFL roster right now. Yeah, man, if you watching, man, hit the like button and share, man. So number 2 greatest quarterback ever to play at Traz Powell Stadium, Mr. Teddy Bridgewater. Teddy Bridgewater right now is sitting on the Saints bench, waiting to have a bag delivered to him at any moment, because he's waiting to cash in. I don't know if he's going to leave the Saints. He's another one from basically my neighborhood where I'm from like the Bunch Park area. I seen him coming up. Well, I seen him when I was in the military. Quick Teddy Bridgewater story. I was in the military, Marine Corps. We used to get 3 days to come home. I would come home, go watch some youth football. This was before Footballville was started. I was in South Carolina with John Bassett. You see John Bassett in the comments, man? He was a United States Marine too. I was there with him. I would come home on Miami. I would come home on the weekend. And one weekend I went to go see Bunch Park play. Bunch Park Cowboys play. And Teddy Bridgewater was the quarterback. At the time, he was a 9th grader at Miami Northwestern. He probably could have been starting for some varsities, but I didn't know who he was. It was like the first play of the game. They got the ball. And Teddy dropped back and threw like a 60, 70 yard bomb. And the trajectory on that ball for a youth football kid, I mean, it was crazy. It was evident after 1 or 2 drives. I went to my uncle and I was like, hey, Unc, listen, I don't know how y'all got this kid to play youth football again, but he's supposed to be playing high school somewhere. I got another Teddy Bridgewater story. Listen, Teddy Bridgewater, one time in the playoffs, this had to be like the year before. I was down here again from the military for a weekend or 4 days. And Teddy Bridgewater was the quarterback, and his team was losing in the playoffs. It was the playoffs. They was playing against the Pompano Cowboys. So they moved Teddy Bridgewater to wide receiver. Because he was a tall, slender kid. They moved him to wide receiver and put somebody else at quarterback. and he would just throw the ball up to Teddy Bridgewater. So he threw it up to him twice. Teddy Bridgewater caught the ball out of bounds. They're driving, but they're down like maybe, let's say they're down like 10 points. They're down like 2 scores. So next time Teddy Bridgewater comes to the line, the DB's walking up to him. He's backing up a little bit because he's scared at this point. Teddy Bridgewater points at the safety. He tells the safety, basically, you need to come over here and help your boy because your boy in trouble. No lie. He basically told the safety, man, hey, man, listen, man, don't leave. Your boy needs your help over here. So that's number 2, man. Number 2, Mr. Teddy Bridgewater. And number 1, greatest player ever to play at Traz Powell Stadium is Lamar Jackson. RIP for my dog bowing out yesterday. But Lamar Jackson, the number 1 greatest quarterback ever to play at Traz Powell Stadium. But I think he only played there once. In my video, my interview with him when he was in high school, he talked about when he came down to play against Dalvin Cook and Joseph Yearby and the crazy stats he had. I think he said he threw for 2 touchdowns, he rushed for 2 touchdowns, he like totaled like 300, 400 yards, but they still lost. Boynton Beach High, that's Sir Lamar Jackson. Lamar Jackson came down to Traz Powell Stadium, I think once, played against Dalvin Cook and Joseph Yearby. And it was Dalvin Cook, Joseph Yearby, and I'm sure it was 2, 3, 4, maybe 10 other Division I players on that team. I mean, we probably could just if you're watching this video, just name them in the comment section. And they lost to Miami Central. But if you were to Google Lamar Jackson Footballville, you could see the interview when I interviewed him, and he was talking about how they came down, they lost, and he had these crazy stat line. But yeah, that's our top 10 quarterbacks, the greatest quarterbacks to ever play at Traz Powell Stadium. Traz Powell Stadium, I'm going to explain really quick. In South Florida, in Dade County, the high schools don't have their own stadiums. So they kind of share stadiums. So there's maybe 3, 4 stadiums, and the public schools, they kind of share stadiums. And Traz Powell is the biggest one. That's where everybody's came through there. Traz Powell. Everybody's played at Traz Powell. You name them all. Duke Johnson versus Amari Cooper and Willie Williams versus just this crazy matchup. They go on and on. We're gonna wait till we do the running backs. Wait till we do the wide receivers. It's gonna get a little crazy once we do the running backs and the wide receivers. But listen, man, if you're watching, hit the like button and share for us. That's our top 10. Let me see if I can run it down one more time. Our top 10. Our number 10 was Daniel Richardson. Number 9 was Ja'Cory Harris. Number 8 was Ethnic J-Boy Sands. Number 10 was Daniel Richardson. Number 9 was Ja'Cory Harris. Number 8 was Cato. Number 7 was Ethnic J-Boy Sands. Number 6 was Quentin Flowers. He ended up going to the University of South Florida. Number 5 was Rohan Davey. Played at LSU. Number 4, Jacoby Brissett out of Dwyer. Number 3, Geno Smith. Number 2, Teddy Bridgewater. And number 1, Lamar Jackson. Our top 10 greatest quarterbacks that ever played at Traz Powell Stadium. Answer these couple of these comments and we're going to get out of here. You say, I never knew that Dade County schools didn't have their own stadiums. No, man. Dade County schools is like the hood. It's like the hood of public schools, man. The schools on Broward County schools have their own stadium. Dade County schools don't have their own stadium. They kind of like, that's why when you see the videos, it's always kind of like at the same stadiums if you was to pay attention when we do our highlights. Yeah, Dade County schools kind of poor down here. Trayon Harris, I know, right? There's a lot of good quarterbacks we had to leave off. Like, I mean, who else we left off? Jeff Godfrey from Miami Central. We had to leave off Jeff. It's a lot of good quarterbacks we had to leave off. But we only did the top 10. Maybe we should have did the top 20. But Trayon Harris, only reason Trayon Harris didn't make the cut is because Trayon Harris went to college and he didn't flourish in college. So, and that's kind of how we did the ranking. But man, no, Trayon Harris was legit, and I thought Trayon Harris would go on to Florida, University of Florida, and do his thing, but that didn't work out for him. Martin says, why does South Florida struggle with quarterbacks? Would think so many skilled players South Florida would be like Texas and Southern California. Well, this is my take on that. I've seen one of the best quarterback trainers, Hustle Inc. Guy, train a quarterback. And we don't have too many down here training quarterbacks like what I saw him do. The way we train defensive backs and wide receivers in South Florida is the way they train quarterbacks in California. I once talked to Brad Kaya, and he told me basically in Cali they have a quarterback trainer at every park. They train in quarterbacks. 7-on-7 is way ahead of our 7-on-7. The way we focus on defensive backs in South Florida and wide receivers is the way they focus on quarterbacks. We don't have a lot of quarterback trainers. I talked to Teddy Bridgewater and tried to get him to open up a big quarterback camp. He said he had something in the works. Not a camp, but like a quarterback facility. He said he had something in the works. I mean, I don't know, but yeah, we struggle when it comes to quarterback. And I realized that when I was looking at this list that we didn't have a lot of quarterbacks in the NFL. Florida need to put money into football programs so we can really upgrade our facilities like Texas and Georgia. Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on with the money in Florida school system. Yeah, I question all of it. It's a lot left to be desired when it comes to Dade, because you know it has to be money. It has to be money there. But I kind of question what goes on with Dade County and public school. It's a whole nother story. We're not going to get on that. So if you're watching, hit the like button, man. If you look down on YouTube, you can see the shirts and the hoodies. Get you a hoodie, man. Get you a shirt. I see a couple people brought shirts and hoodies, man. Go and support what we got going on. We out here. That's our top 10 quarterbacks. The greatest quarterbacks to play at Traz Powell Stadium. We're going to bring you some more rankings. I hope y'all checking out the podcast. And Make a Play 7-on-7 starts. About to kick off Friday in West Palm, man. Go get the squad signed up. We say Florida need to, yeah. Long live, man. Only you know where the money go. I think Andy got an answer for you, long live. I think Andy kind of rug around, kind of got understand what's going on. No problem, Martin, man. Martin, go get a hoodie or something, man. I see you on here a lot, man. I appreciate you. Footballville, man. We out here. We stay out here.